Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marta and the time has finally come. Sephora is gonna have their Sephora VIB sale starting in April and I'm so excited. And I thought it'd be fun to show you guys what I'd recommend you to pick up. I'm gonna show you guys all of my favorite products that I'm using on a daily basis, what I'd repurchase, and etc. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get into the actual products, I thought it'd be nice to share with you the exact dates. So let me open up Trendwood for a second. So in order to get the discounts at Sephora, you need to create an account, which is very easy. Just go to the website, create an account, and there's not much data you have to input, but I think you do need an account in order to get discounts. So it will start on April 14th for Rouge members, so that's the crazy ones that spend a lot of money like me. We get 20% off. VIB will get 15% off April 18th, and then Insider will get 10% off April 18th as well. So I'll just pop it up in the screen so you guys can see. Sephora collection will have across the board 30% off, so that's great. So those are all the dates. Before going to all the products, again, you don't need to buy products just because there's a sale. I'm not the one to tell you how to spend your money or anything of those sorts, but I went crazy a couple of years ago and spent so much money, and actually, like, I still have it and it still is brand new because you don't go through products that quickly as you think. So again, buy whatever you want, but just from someone that has spent way too much money on makeup before. Be realistic about it. I generally just like to use this sale to buy products that I've been wanting for a while. That's just a little advice from me to you. Do whatever you want with that. But for now, let's get in all the products. I don't have something in every single category because these are just literally my absolute favorites, and if I don't have one in a certain category, I'm not just gonna recommend you one, if that makes sense. So let's get into it. Let's get into skincare. So the first product I'm gonna recommend you is the Tatcha Rice Wash. I have a mini size here. I've used the whole bottle before. This one came in like the birthday set from last year, so I'm currently using this one, but this is my absolute favorite face wash. It has like little particles that like kind of scrub your face, but they don't, and this one doesn't dry my face out, and it just smells so good. It makes my skin feel good. I only have good things to say. I actually got the jumbo size of the face wash during my birthday because that's how much I love it. So if you're looking for a face wash, something nice, I really recommend this Tatcha one. And then another product from Tatcha in the same line is the Dewy Skin Cream. This is the purple one. The packaging itself is beautiful. These are pricey moisturizers, but they work so well and smell so good. I've used quite a bit of mine. As you can see, I'm currently using this. I like to use this as a night cream because it's very dewy, and I've never tried this under my makeup, but I've heard a lot of people say that they actually really like it under their makeup. I just use it as a night cream, but love this. So these two products from Tatcha from the Dewy Skin line are absolute favorites, and I would definitely repurchase these if I would run out of them. So then another skincare item that I have is the Origins Out of Trouble mask. I've repurchased this one twice again already. I like this one for breakouts. This is a 10-minute mask to rescue problem skin, and I absolutely love it. I've repurchased this multiple times. Like I said, I put it on longer than 10 minutes, so I actually put it for 20, and it doesn't dry my skin out. Works great, and I actually feel like my pimples are way less the day after. So if you're looking for a mask for problem skin, this is the one I would recommend. All right, and then another, I don't think this is necessarily skincare, but these Isle of Paradise self-tanning drops are amazing. Whenever I know that I want to be tanned the next day, I use these overnight. Just a couple drops. I use a shade medium, and literally the day after, you have a tan on your face. Like, it's crazy. It does only stay on for like 2 to 3 days. I do wash my face like every night. I use a scrub on my face too, so I think that's why it like doesn't stay on for that long. But if you have like an event to go to or anything, I would just use this the day before. The only downside of this is it doesn't smell good. Like, I can smell this scent all over my face the day, like when I wake up, which I don't like, but it works really well for my skin. It looks good on my skin. So if you're looking for self-tanning drops that are very easy, I really recommend these, and I don't think they're too expensive either, so that's a great one. All right, then I have 2 hair products that I'd recommend. These are my go-tos, like my actual favorites. So I have the Way leave-in conditioner. As you can see, I'm almost done. I already have a backup, so luckily I don't need to buy it for the sale, but this smells amazing. I love this so much, and I'm like, if I run out of my backup, I'm gonna buy one again. Like, just gonna continuously do this. Every time I wash my hair, I spray it with this and then leave it in for a little bit and then brush it, and it just smells amazing. It detangles as well, so this one for sure recommend. And then to go with that, I actually have the Way hair oil. As you can see, use it quite a bit too. This one works great too. I put this at the end of my hair when I straighten it or when I style it or anything. Works great too. So these two products, Way in general as a hair brand, I think has been getting a lot of hype. These are only two products I've ever tried for them, but these are amazing. So if you're looking for hair products, these are the one to go. So the next thing I have here is a sunscreen. Obviously we can't go without a sunscreen. Honestly, there's not much else to add. I do think though you could probably get as good of a sunscreen somewhere else for way cheaper. The packaging is just very cute of these, and that's why I like them. But other than that, works great. Nothing else to add. But I do recommend you to have a sunscreen at all times. So this is the one I'd recommend. So then I have one here that's empty actually. I already have a backup, but I don't know where it is, so I need to find it. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is such a good cream. It's so expensive. This is the 30 ml or 1 fluid ounce container. As you can see, it's pretty small, but I like fully used it up. I love this cream so much under my foundation, and if I use this, I don't use primer. Like, this would be my primer, and it's so good. I really like it. But these are very pricey, so I'm not saying that you need this in any way, but if you're looking for a nice cream, or if you've been wanting to try it and you're willing to spend the money, you might as well just buy it now with the sale, because at least you get some discount. This 30 ml container actually lasted me a long time, so I don't think you necessarily need a bigger size than this, because you just need a small bit, as this is a very rich moisturizer. You don't need much. So if you want one, I recommend this size and getting it during the sale. Then another item which I think is considered skincare is the Deep Bronze Bronzy Drops by Drunk Elephant. I know these have been going viral. I've been using them for quite a while already, and I like to mix these with my moisturizer. If I don't wear foundation, it gives a nice glow to the face. I do know that like Say has one, and I think what other brands? There's some brands that came out with similar products, so you don't need this exact one. I know it's been hard to get your hands on anyways, but just having something bronzy to mix with your moisturizers is such a nice piece to have in your collection. So if you're looking for anything to make your face bronzy, I'd recommend you get this one. Then I only have one more item before I go into makeup, and that is the Sol de Janeiro Perfume Mist. I just got this one a month ago, and I'm obsessed with it. It smells so good, and it stays on for quite a long time. I actually got the 90 ml or the 3 fluid ounce one. There's a bigger one, and I honestly think you don't need bigger than this. I have so many body splashes from Bath & Body Works that are like full size, and they last for such a long time that I'm never going to go through them. Or I will, but it will take a while. So it's not worth it to buy the bigger ones, but this like 90 ml one is perfect. Plus, if you ever travel, you can just take this in your bag, because the max is 100 ml. So there's a win-win in there, and these are also cheaper. So I'd for sure recommend getting this size rather than the bigger size, unless of course you want the big size and know you're gonna finish it. But for me, I'm actually probably gonna buy another scent of this size because I like it so much. So there's that. All right, it's time for makeup, aka my favorite part of this whole video. I'm gonna start with base products. I have 2 foundations that I like. I have firstly the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This I'm almost done. It's like up here somewhere, and I love this so much. It gives a very airbrushed look to the face, and it's pretty light coverage. I always use this in combination with a different concealer, or like a high coverage concealer, but this is like my go-to foundation when I just want like an everyday foundation. So that's this one. And then for full coverage, my favorite is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. This is an oldie but a goodie by all means. This one has very good coverage. It looks great all day, and literally nothing to complain. I'll tag my makeup collection video up here, but that's where I show you these 2 products in my everyday makeup. So I always keep these together because I have a light coverage and a full coverage foundation, and just depending on where I'm going, what I'm doing, I pick the foundation basically. So these are my go-tos for every day, and I love them so much. And then to go with that, my favorite potted concealer is this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This one is so good. I already have another one in a different shade, but this one, if you have one pimple and you just dip your finger in this and then go over it like that, like lightly, it will cover everything. Like, it's so good. So if you're looking for high coverage concealer to spot conceal, this is the best you're gonna find. As far as I know, this is the best one. And then for everyday concealer, I have the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. My favorite. I've bought like 3 of these in the past, and I'm probably gonna buy a backup one in the sale right now. This is like my all-time favorite concealer, plus the size. This concealer has 15 ml, and which is 0.5 fluid ounce. That is so much for a concealer, and they just like the coverage that this gives, the way this looks on my skin is amazing, and I couldn't go without it. So whenever I run low, I always buy a new one. So I'm gonna buy a new one probably in this sale, but this is my go-to favorite concealer. These two together are basically the only thing you need to cover up any zits or pimples on your face. So there's that. Just forgot the most important thing ever, my powder. So my go-to powder for every day is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. It does everything that says in the name. It's like a white powder. I use this so much. This is my second one. I'm already hitting pan on the side, which is crazy. But when I want like a dewy look, the only places I put powder is under my eyes, and this just does it. And if I have like other oily sections, I just put some powder there, and this is all I need. Like, I have the Laura Mercier one, but that one is just too drying for my skin. This one doesn't. This one is perfect, and I'm gonna always repurchase this one. So if you're looking for a nice powder under the eyes that's not drying, this is the one. All right, let's go into some bronzy products. So the first one I'd recommend is the By Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. I just got this recently too, and I really like it. It comes with a brush on one side, and then the other side is the product. Just rolls up like that. It's very easy to use, and the blendability of this is amazing too. And honestly, I have only used it for a month, but every day that I did use it, I was obsessed. And I don't have many contour products and sculpting products, so if you're looking for one, this is the one I would buy. And then when it comes to like powder and cream, I know that's a cream one too, but I also have this duo from Patrick Ta, and it comes with a cream and powder bronzer. Also very good. I like the bronzer a lot. It's very soft on the skin. It doesn't give harsh lines, and even the bronzer, the cream bronzer on top, amazing. So these two are like my go-to bronzers right now. Then obviously I couldn't make this video without mentioning the most famous liquid blushes currently on the market, Rare Beauty. Oh my god, people have been raving about them so much. I didn't even think that I needed to include them in this video, but obviously I'm going to anyways. These are so good. I have 4 of the big ones, and I have some mini ones as well. I'm never going to be able to finish any of these just because the pigmentation is so good. But these blushes look amazing. So what I usually do, I do my base makeup, I do my contour, do some of this, and then my powder, and it looks flawless. Like, it looks so good. So if you're looking for liquid blushes, these are the go-tos. They're actually also pretty cheap for a Sephora product, so I'm definitely gonna look at another shade, which I don't need, but I just want to. These are amazing, so I for sure recommend these. And then for powder blush, I have a recommendation that you probably don't see very often, but the Tarte blushes are so good. Their formula stays on your skin like all day. I don't have that with any other formulas that I've tried so far. This is a holiday palette. I'm not sure if they still sell this, but this is like 5 blushes and 1 bronzer. If you can find this, go for it. It's not that expensive, and it has so many shades. But they also sell the single ones and the Amazonian clay blushes. The shade Exposed is my go-to. I finished that whole blush up and I repurchased it again because I missed it. Like, these are so good. Don't sleep on these because they're really good. Alright, then let's go into highlighter. My go-to highlighter that I recommend is by Fenty Beauty in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. This highlighter Chef's Kiss. As you can see, I've already hit Major Pan in Lightning Dust, which is that shade right there. Fire Crystal is more of a shimmery highlight, but the left one, Lightning Dust, that I've hit pan in, is such a subtle highlight. It looks amazing, like generally amazing. And I don't know what I would do if I finished this, because I'm probably not going to finish the other one. But this highlight itself, if this was a single, I would have instantly repurchased it. So if you're looking for a new highlight, this is the one. And if you're looking more for like a bougie, more out there highlighter, then I have to recommend the Dior palette. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette in Universal. This one has like a pinky, a brown, a gold, and a white highlight. This is beautiful. I use the shade depending on what I'm using it for. Like this could be a blush topper, this could be a bronze topper, and then I usually for like regular highlight on my face, I use these top two, and the shine it gives is so good. It's so good. Oh my god. I know I saw this was sold out right now, so I'm not sure if they're gonna restock it before the sale, but they do have a second palette, and that one works the same way. So if you're looking for a good highlighting palette, I recommend this one for sure. Okay, we're getting down to the last three products. The first one I'm going to show you is for eyeshadow. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize eye palette. This is her quad in Exaggerize, and this is absolutely beautiful. So these quads are pretty expensive, and I'm not the biggest eyeshadow person. The only eyeshadows I have are from Charlotte Tilbury, and they are the creamiest, most blendable eyeshadows that I've tried so far. I have eyeshadow on right now, and I used this palette, and it looks so, like, I don't know if it looks good on camera, but it looks very good on my face. And these are just so blendable, so smooth, so everything. And getting these on sale is way better than buying them full price. I'm not sure if I would buy them full price. I have 3 of these, and I got all of them during the sale because I think they are very pricey for a quad of just eyeshadow. But like, I use this every day that I want to use eyeshadow, so I really like it. And all right, then we have my absolute favorite setting spray, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. This is a travel size one. I've already went through 2 full-size bottles. This is like a travel size, and I already have a backup of the full size. So as you can see, this is the only one I use. I've tried like the Milk Makeup one, but it just doesn't last on my skin. It feels good to spray on. Like, I love spraying stuff like this on my face just to refresh my makeup, but the Milk one doesn't do anything for me. This one actually does. So if you're looking for a setting spray, I'd for sure recommend getting this one in the full size. And then lastly, I have a lip product. So I'm not a very big lip person. I don't wear lipstick, I don't wear eyeliner. The only thing I like to eyeliner, did I just say eyeliner? I don't wear lipstick, and I don't wear lip liner, but what I do wear is gloss and lip oils. And my favorite is the Dior lip glow oil in Rosewood. As you can see, I've used it quite a bit already, but it's so good. I love this. And the applicator, oh my god, let me show you. This is gonna focus. The applicator is just so thick and juicy, and it's so good. These are pretty pricey for lip oil, so there probably is better ones on the market. This is just the only one that I've tried so far, and I really like. And again, these are pricey, but if you can get a discount, if you've been already wanting it, then I for sure recommend it getting during the sale. All right, before I forget, I actually forgot 2 products to mention in this video. So with those Rare Beauty blushes, I really recommend you pick up the Rare Beauty blush brush. This is the only brush that actually works for me to use those blushes. So if you don't have one yet and you have the blushes, pick this one up. Trust me, you're gonna want this. And then another like product that I bought is the sponge. I just keep it in here for now because I don't have a way to store this. But the way, if you puff this like powder on your face with this like power pocket puff. You use the Power Pocket Puff from Beauty Blender. I think Sephora has one from Sephora collection, which you can get for 30% off. Works great too. Just tap it on and it looks flawless. So these are 2 like accessory products that I recommend you buy because they change the makeup game so much. Alright, and that's everything I have for today's video. I hope you guys got some inspiration from this. If you guys see anything that I haven't mentioned that you really like, please let them know down below because I would love to hear what your recommendations are, and maybe I'll pick one of those up, who knows. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!